Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back another YgoPro duel video, new Infernoid support. The card is called Void Madness. Void Madness is like a combination between Foolish Burial, Painful Choice and Reasoning. Sadly it's a trap card, but it's of course a void card, so it's searchable off of your Void Vanishment. So very easy, accessible for Infernoids, but again it's a trap card, so it kinda makes your deck or the card kinda slow, but upon activation you need to send one void card, one void spell or trap from your side of the field, face up from your side of the field or from your hand to the grave, and then you can special summon up to 3 Infernoid monsters from your deck, and their total combined level needs to be 8, which is very easy, so pretty much maximum you can special summon like 3 Infernoid monsters from your deck immediately to your side of the field at a very small cost. Excellent support. Small downside, again, it's a trap card. Don't take this decklist for granted. I'm not like a very highly dedicated Infernoid player, but the point of this video was to just test this new card for Infernoids. So let's see a few example games. Alright, first game against Lightsworn / Minerva Turbo. The opponent gets a start, and for him that's an excellent start. You see my opening hand, I do open with Void Madness, which is okay, but again it's a trap card, you need to set it so you pretty much like lose a turn, because you have to set it and you can only activate it during your opponent's turn. But anyway, I think it's well worth it. Immediately charge our library, excellent mills, and then go for Antra, bouncing back the Minerva, and he was kinda lucky with the Clownblade mill and go for the fusion. You know, it's like a Shadow fusion for Infernoids to immediately get Tierra on my side of the field. First go into the battle phase to lure out his Stardust Spark Dragon. Castel could have been an option, but I think going for Omega was a better move. Like get something back from my banished pile, and just in case if he has a JD or something to nuke the field, Rageki or whatever, I can use Omega's hand effect. Immediately use my Void Seer and then chain my Madness. That's good, since now I can just send my used Void Seer, which is still face up on the field, to my grave to meet the requirement of my Void Madness, and special summon 3 Infernoids. And banishing the Void Seer proved to be crucial, since now I would have been able to, or at least I was able to, banish the targeted monster for Northern, so I'm still in the duel. And Onunku is in my grave, so I can just use its effect to clear the field and attack for game. A strange game, but you already see the power of Void Madness, immediately filling up the field and at the same time filling up the graveyard as well, giving your Infernoid monsters extra targets to banish. And that's pretty much the same what Reasoning did, right? I got to start Vanishment, immediately search out my Madness, so the opponent knows I have it set. Small downside, but anyways, I use Void Madness here. I could have used it earlier, but I think this was a correct move. This was the correct time to use it, since now we know the opponent has Mizuki in his grave, so I can just banish it from the grave. His Fairy Tale Snow White is a live card, so I'm going to first, I'm not really sure which Infernoid I activated first. He's going to chain his Snow White's effect, and then I have to chain the second one. He goes for Dweller, not really sure why, since the effects, well, it's not really an effect, it's a summoning condition. And now go for, yeah, you see Unuku as well, Atondel I believe the name is. Also go for Tierra, and this is more than enough to attack for the game. If he used his Omega earlier on, it didn't really matter if he used it or not. I was always able to attack for a game. So again, Void Madness giving me the extra targets needed to banish and go for a game. Ridiculous. Next game, last game, I get to start raiding and get some nice mills, and also go for Unuku, and then again have that nice combination of Void Seer and Madness ready to be used. Playing against ABCs, this should be a good matchup, you know, banishing the opponent's ABC monsters from the grave and prevent the opponent from going for Dragon Buster. He goes for Utopia, good move. So I had the option to like Void Seer and chain my Void Madness, but that didn't seem really too good. Just leave my field wide open, and possibly next turn I can act accordingly. If my opponent has any like back rows, I can pop them with my Petruli, I believe the name is. Go for a Tondel. And then reveal the top deck Reasoning, one-off, but still Reasoning is still pretty broken in this deck. And now the opponent doesn't have any back row, so I should be able to attack for game, depending on what I mill, at least. Yeah, I believe my opponent called a 4, so immediately go for a Mega as well. It's not going to matter too much, since the double attack of my Autumnal does make sure that I can attack for the game. So very nice games, but these 3 games perfectly show how powerful this new Infernoid trap is. Is it going to make Infernoid top tier shit? Maybe, because again, it's a trap. But if it would have been a spell card, definitely tier 1 status confirmed. But it's a slow card, it's searchable, but nonetheless great support. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.